Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I was looking up the South Carolina 6-week abortion ban to try to find out, was that 6 weeks counting from conception or counting from the woman's last menstrual period? And now I don't know why they're calling them 6-week abortion bans, because it's heartbeat bills, and reading this law is just confusing me. Okay, and I'm just gonna hit a couple of points that do confuse me. Okay, so it says a fetal heartbeat is a key medical predictor that an unborn child will reach live birth. Now, it's not a guarantee, but it is a predictor. Cardiac activity begins at a biologically identifiable moment in time, normally when the fetal heart is formed in the gestational sac. Well, no shit, Sherlock. And the state of South Carolina has a compelling interest from the outset of a woman's pregnancy in protecting the health of the woman and the life of the unborn child. Okay. Now, they define a bunch of stuff. Excuse me, let me shut my dog up. Okay, so it says abortion means the act of using or prescribing any instrument, medicine, drug, or any other substance, device, or means with the intent to terminate the clinically diagnosable pregnancy of a woman with knowledge that the termination by those means will, with reasonable likelihood, cause the death of the unborn child. Such use, prescription, or means is not an abortion if done with the intent to save the life or preserve the health of the unborn child, or to remove a dead unborn child. Okay, so, you know, it's good that they, and this is something that for some reason abortion rights advocates do. They go, and this law would have forced me to carry my dead baby in my body until it's like, no, it was never considered an abortion to remove a dead fetus. They just, I don't know whether those women know that or whether they're being lied to, but no, it was never illegal to remove an already dead fetus. New abortion laws do not make it illegal to remove an already dead fetus. But the thing I struggled with here is pro-lifers typically make a very sharp distinction between terminating the pregnancy and killing the fetus. Okay? And say the woman has uterine cancer and she's pregnant, and the unborn baby's only 12 weeks. You can't deliver this baby alive. I mean, you can deliver it alive, but it's not going to survive. You know, if the woman has cancer and she's, you know, past viability, certainly you could do a C-section as you're removing the cancerous uterus and try to save the baby. What are you doing if she's 12, 13 weeks pregnant? Well, you would perform the hysterectomy to save her life, and the death of the unborn child would be an inevitable result of that. So I'm looking at this and it's like, well, where is the allowance for that, for doing things that directly protect the life of the mother, even though the death of the unborn baby is inevitable? So I'm going to look and see. Okay, so it does not apply to a physician who performs or induces an abortion if the physician determines, according to standard medical practice, not just his or her opinion, that a medical emergency exists or is performed to prevent the death of the pregnant woman or to prevent the serious risk of a substantial or irreversible impairment of a major bodily function, not including psychological or emotional conditions. Okay? So, okay, so what this does is it carves out an exception. So, you know, if in standard medical practice you'd be, yeah, we need to get this cancerous uterus out of this woman or she's going to die, then you can still do it if she's pregnant because it's standard medical practice. This is what you would do. Not, she has fibroids. That might cause her problems further down the road. We have to remove this uterus. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing how they take care of that there. So they do allow that. So that was what I was kind of concerned about there, which was how they, you know, I was looking at how they defined abortion. Now, I'm not going to talk about fetal anomaly because that's a whole different topic. But I'm going to, oh, come on, why are you not looking these for me? Fine, fetal heartbeat. Okay. Scrolling down. Okay. Okay, so an abortion provider who is to perform or induce an abortion, a certified technician or another agent of the abortion provider who is competent in ultrasonography shall obtain the ultrasound using whatever method they agree is best under the circumstances, which I bet is going to be, let's use this 20-year-old ultrasound machine that's not going to pick up a heartbeat. During the performance, display the ultrasound image so the pregnant woman may view the image. And, you know, there's a reason you have to be a radiologist or an ultrasonographer to read ultrasounds. Not everybody can see what's there. You know, you'll watch, you know, if you've ever had an ultrasound done to see if your kidneys are okay or something, you're looking and it looks like static, and the doctor's going, oh, yeah, that's this and that's this, and it's like, beats me. Record a written medical description of the ultrasound image of the unborn child's fetal heartbeat if present and viewable. So, I mean, so this isn't 6 weeks. This is, can your ultrasound machine detect the heartbeat? And like I said, I'm thinking loophole number one, you go to, you know, medical supply company and you buy the cheapest, rattiest old, but nevertheless still functional ultrasound machine, you know, really low resolution. And yeah, you're qualified, but, and this is something that a lot of abortion clinics do. You know, there's a, you know, there may be a law limiting abortions past 24 weeks. Well, the baby's head is biggest around if you're measuring it this way, right? That's the biparietal diameter right there. But if you're really careful, you can kind of get it when the head is pointing in another direction, so you're not getting the head at the widest point. And then you can go, oh yeah, that's 22 weeks. That's not 24 weeks. Okay, so just like they fudge those ultrasounds to make it look like it's under the legal limit, I am sure that they are going to be very good at fudging these ultrasounds. Yeah. Oh, well, I can't pick up a heartbeat. I don't see one. So, you know, how are they going to offset that? And I'm not going to go into 1,000 other things, but let's say heartbeat. No duty may be performed without the voluntary written consent. Okay, I just read that. Okay. If the physician who intends to perform or induce an abortion on a pregnant woman has determined that pursuant to sections blah, 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 the unborn child the pregnant woman is carrying has a detectable fetal heartbeat, that physician shall inform the pregnant woman in writing that the unborn child has a fetal heartbeat, shall further inform the pregnant woman to the best of the knowledge, statistical probability, absent an induced abortion, of bringing human fetus to term based on the age of promulgate, statistical probability, blah, blah, blah. You have the right to review printed materials prepared by the state of South Carolina, which describes fetal development, lists agencies which offer alternatives to abortion, describe medical assistance benefits, blah, blah, blah. You also have the right to review your ultrasound image. These prepared informed consent things, I can tell you what they do. And what they do? Okay, so the state of South Carolina has prepared a medically accurate description of what's going on in the womb. But what they do is they show it to the woman and they go, this is a bunch of lies and misinformation put together by anti-choice zealots with the 100% intention of just making you feel as guilty as possible about making the best decision for yourself and your family. Would you like to review this booklet full of lies and misinformation that's intended to guilt trip you? And the woman's going to go, oh, hell no, I'm stressed out already. This is what they do. So that's why I think that a better approach is the right to redress, where They go through their informed consent, and it's like, okay, you have to give her accurate information about the entity that's about to be destroyed. So you need to document this. What did you tell her? And then later on, she can say, wait a minute, I was 7 weeks pregnant. You told me the baby didn't have a heartbeat, but now I'm pregnant the next time I'm planning to have the baby, and it said my baby had a heartbeat at 22 days. Why did you tell me that my 7-week baby didn't have a heartbeat? And you could sue their ass off unless they can show that they gave her accurate information. That's the route I think they need to go, because like I said, that's an easy workaround. Do you want to read all these lies and misinformation designed to guilt trip you and make you feel bad? Well, we're just trying to help you and protect you from this. So that's got a problem there. So at any rate, that's looking at the South Carolina law that is being dubbed a 6-week ban, when actually it's almost a, how well does your ultrasound machine work? I mean, that's what it boils down to. How skilled are you with that ultrasound machine? Because if the heart's beating at 22 days, I don't know the current technology of ultrasounds, whether it can pick it up at 22 days. Let's go ahead and look at that. Can an ultrasound detect the embryonic heartbeat at 22 days? Okay. What's the earliest in ultrasound? What's the fetus have a heartbeat? Okay, so some ultrasounds can detect a heartbeat as early as 3 weeks after fertilization, which would be 5 weeks pregnancy, because like I said, fertilization takes place about 2 weeks after the woman's previous period started. So yeah, this is more a law, a how accurate is your ultrasound, because by the time she knows she's pregnant, the baby's heart's already beating. So it's a how accurate is your ultrasound law. I mean, I think it's better than nothing, but it's not a 6-week ban. It's you got to tell her that heart's beating. And frankly, I'd be in favor of, you got to tell her the heart's beating. You got to let her hear it. Got to show her the ultrasound. Got to, here's the head. Here's the, do you want this baby to die? I want you to write in longhand, I saw such and such features, and yes, I want this embryo to be killed using such and such method. I think if the women really had to write out in longhand what it is that is going to be destroyed and how it's going to be destroyed, write it out in longhand and say, yes, I want this done, and sign, I bet the abortion rate would plummet. But at any rate, that's looking at the South Carolina law.